Feed the beast with me, Sid. Just charging my armour at the moment. Let me just shift my viewpoint and go. Yep, that's all fully charged. So things I'm not sure whether I'm going to have enough to do that, but we'll take those with us and just drop these in the box. Been farming cattle with my vile sword to get my tier 5 cow soul shard, and yep, that's pretty good. I did build that trash can. That's just pumping down into a void pipe there. So that did get built there. So what are we going to do this episode? Well, what I am thinking is a quick brief tour of what we've done so far. No, didn't turn my jetpack on. That's alright. Well, since last time I built myself, if I can get myself, oh god, what am I hitting? I've built a farm, which is happily chunking along, and a combine, which is harvesting this wheat farm here. It's been running for about 24 hours now, so that's most of what we've got out of that. And as you can see, the cows have been at it like rabbits. So let's, in fact I don't want to use that sword, do I? I want to use this sword. This will hopefully, oh dear, talk about lag. I just spam the sword. This should fill this soul shard, I think, and we can stop breeding cows and maybe move on to pigoos or something like that, or maybe even go get some venison from the Twilight Forest and go and get a venison shard. That might be fun. I mean, they don't drop anything particularly different. If anybody is watching of a nervous disposition, tough. I'm killing these cows, that's what they were bred for. And yeah, it's tier 5. Might as well just switch to the nano sword now and save the durability on the other one. Come on, die. God. I only moved an additional 4 into the breeding pen this morning, and just look at how insane this has got. How are we doing? They've still got, let's take that off them. They can't breed. Well, better still, let's take their lives off them. Now, again, if you are of a nervous disposition, this is going to be a bit brutal. Oh, look at, oh, I feel a bit rotten doing this now. Oh man. Right. Oh, I need to eat. As I mentioned in the previous episode, but I've canned a whole load of food. So yeah, that's handy, and I get the empty cans back, which is nice, so I can go and can all my beef. Right, where was I? Oh. Yeah, so we've done that. Netherwart Farm has finished its cycle, and I'm not restarting it. Now, the other thing I forgot to show you guys the last time we were on was this. I stopped using these to produce power because with the Ultimate Hybrids and the Blaze power generators over there, it was just surplus to requirements. And then I realised that if you centrifuge in an industrial lava in an industrial centrifuge, you get copper, tin, electrum, and tungsten. So you can see I've emptied already a whole load of this and turned it into blocks just to store. I actually do need to put some tin back in, so I'll take some of that and I'll have a bit of that as well while I'm at it. So this is basically the lava from the nether is powering the generator, which is powering that, and they are also providing the raw materials to make me effectively not infinite, but as good as infinite copper, tin, electrum, and tungsten, I think it was. Right, let me just drop this lot off. Hopefully it'll not overflow. So, tier 5 soul shard, I'm going to have to do something with that sooner rather than later. The other thing I have done down here is, this is all the same, but I've now added this, which is my machine level. I've not built anything, but there are certain things that I absolutely hate making. I'm sure you're the same. Advanced alloys, carbon plates, circuits, advanced circuits. I just hate it. So I've got enough power now, I've certainly got enough materials to build factories down there, which will basically, I'll stick the raw materials in and they will spit out the items I want at the far end. Now, I'm going to avoid stepping on this. I'm sure I demonstrated this last time. I've gone through, I got the Sequoia, and I'm now working on getting the Kapok. Again, I'm not going to graph these on camera. This seems to be a little point. There are plenty of other videos who show you grafting tree saplings, and I'll just do this and get things. I'm really only after getting the wood anyway. Pardon me. So what I thought I'd do this episode is entirely concentrate on the trains, because of course if you watched my last episode you'll realise I did a complete twonk. So there's my first train. I don't know whether I'll show you this either. This is thank you, textures loading. These are GregTech items. This is just a little manager's office that I put in, so yeah, just decoration. So what I thought I'd do this time was go and build some, and you know what I've done, I forgot to bring across some important materials. So let's just go back, and I say important materials, I actually mean dye and lapis. So, oh, if I go and get lapis you're going to know where my secret stash is for all my stuff. Oh, do I show you? No, because I've got some lapis there. You're going to have to whistle. Red. I'm going to need more red. So I should have some flowers in here, which will become red. Okay, so that should give us most of what we need. I think we've got everything else down there. So let's go and make some trains. Down we go, and then my next plan is to build a station out there and to actually start putting some track in. Maybe a rolling stockyard as well. So, I'm pretty certain I lost everything we did in the train workbench, and I lost everything we did in the train assembly table when I derped up and deleted the wrong video. Go off. So what we're going to do is we're going to start again. We've got trying to see. I've actually got the recipes printed out, because otherwise I've got absolutely no hope of remembering these, and NEI doesn't give you the recipes for these. So we are going to need. Let's see. Oh, I'm just going to do something to stop this whining thing eating torches. Oh, this, by the way, is my rucksack. It's got my emergency stuff in it, so anything that I might need in an emergency. If I get stranded in a nether, I've got a flint so I can get out, pocket crafting table, the whole works. So there, that's my emergency pack. Okay, so we're going to make a blue train, so we're going to want some blue dye. We just need one of those. We need an iron chimney, which I'm going to have to make some more of anyway, but we'll pull that one down there. It looks like a wooden cab. It's quite difficult to tell on the printouts I've got. It'll definitely be an iron firebox. It will definitely be an iron boiler. Wooden frames, I'm going to need wood for that. Wooden wheels, I'm going to need wood for those. I'm going to need a couple of sticks and another one to make a torch, so I'm going to need some coal. I think that's everything we need there. So you can see here there's no recipes known on this at the moment. I must reset this when the server restarts, because obviously it did have a recipe when I made the other train. So the first thing, we'll just have a quick snooze. The first thing we're going to need to make is some wooden frame and some wooden wheels. Now the wooden frames are simply, no, it's that, and that makes me the 2 I need. And the wooden wheels, I believe, is that, which makes me 4, and I only need 2 of those, so we'll take 2 of those. Oh, and I need a torch, which hopefully won't get eaten immediately by my Sojourner's staff. So again, this shows you the layout of what you put in where. So it needs an iron chimney, a wooden cab, blue dye. There's a torch goes in the 5 position, which is a component, and that's how it randomizes and varies the recipes somewhat. Boiler, firebox, 2 wheels, 2 frames, and 2 sticks, and that will give us Cherepanov, which is, got no idea what that is off the top of my head, or a small steam locomotive. So we'll take that one out. And we got a bunch of spiders out there, or are they beneath me? Oh, I don't know where they are. Anyway, so that gives us that particular train. Now, the other 2 trains, I think it's 2. Yeah, the other 2 trains I'm going to make require iron wheels, iron frames, and pretty much iron everything. So what we're going to need to do is we'll stick the wooden wheels back. We've got an iron wheel. We're going to need plenty of iron. We're going to need some coal for that, and some red dye. So again, go back to the train workbench. We'll make ourselves an iron chimney to start off with. That gives us a couple of those. Iron frame, I think. Sorry, iron cab. Ooh, what's the iron cab? Let me just check the recipe for that. The handy reckoner. Ah, it's got wooden planks across the top, that's why that's not working. That gives us 2 iron cabs. We've got the red dye. We need a boiler, which is... Right, I need buckets for this. Did I put them in there? I did. So we'll grab those. We need to go and grab some water, because the boilers use water, would you believe, of all things. So we can stick those in and go, oops, grab, grab, grab. So the boilers are basically iron top and bottom, and buckets in the middle. That should make me 2 boilers and gives me the buckets back, which is nice. And the last thing we need is flint and steel. I'm probably going to need a couple of fireboxes. So again, it's a circle of iron, and that. So we'll just double that. Oh no, it's flint and steel. Dirt. Okay, let's and it needs to be in a workbench, because the train workbench isn't a workbench, of course. We'll get there eventually. Flint and steel, 2 of those. Thank you very much. Right, so now we can make the firebox again. Oh, it makes 2 anyway, but doesn't matter. You can never have enough. And the last bit is the wheels. Now I think off the top of my head the wheels were and I need 6 of those, so that's not going to be enough, so we'll get those. So that should give me, oh, iron frame, that was the last thing I needed. And don't tell me the iron frame is a slightly different recipe too. Yep, it's wood either side. And I can't make wood in there. Oh, sometimes these recipes can be so confusing. Other times, easy as pie. Okay, so over to the assembly table again, and we're going to go with a chimney, an iron cab, some red dye. Get this right, it needs a piece of coal at the front for some reason. It's got like a black front, this particular train. It needs 2 boilers, so I'm going to need to make more boilers. 1 firebox, 3 wheels, 1, 2, 3, 2 frames, and 2 iron ingots in that. And this will give us a Forney US, which I'm guessing if you're a big American train fan, you will know what the hell that is. Or if you're me, you haven't got a clue. Now I need to make another boiler. Buckets, go on, in you go. And let's go make myself another boiler. Plenty of fireboxes, no boilers. Told you I was going to use a lot of iron on this mod. So this one is green dye. Guess what colour the train is, guys? And a water bucket at the front. Man, just seems to be constant demand for water buckets. Okay, an iron at the back, so there's nothing fancy there. So into the train assembly table. So we've got chimney, cab, 2 boilers, 1 firebox, green dye, water bucket, 3 wheels, 2 frames, and 2 iron things. Gives us a BR80. So that's a whole bunch of trains made. Now, I probably wanted that wood. The other thing, of course, was what is a train without a carriage? So we're going to make a couple of carriages. I'm just trying to decide which to make. Maybe that one, maybe. We can make a tender, and we'll find something else. Let's have a think here. And that one, that looks good. So a few carriages, just so we've got bits and pieces to go on there. So we're going to need iron frame. Where's that wooden frame, iron frame, in fact, I think. Let's take some more iron across. We've got plenty of wood. I need some coal for these. Some red dye as well. I think that red tender must be for this one. Sticks. Now these have got the advantage that they don't require quite so much, so we're going to need a wooden cab. So we've got those. We're going to need wooden wheels. I think I had some left actually, didn't I? Yeah, and I only need 2, so that's that. We need a wooden frame. Or 2 of those, I should say. 2 wheels, 1 cab, some sticks and some logs. So that will give us, if we jump over here 2 wheels, 2 frames, cab, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 logs, and a stick, 2 sticks for some obscure reason. So this gives us now, we've got 3, so we can do a passenger car, a caboose, or a flat car. So we're going to do the passenger car. Now the next one is iron wheels, wooden frame. Okay, so iron wheels, so I need a wooden frame, 2 sticks of coal and red dye. Got the iron wheels, it's wooden frame I'm missing. Okay, and we'll get this one quickly done and then we'll go and have a snooze. 2 wheels, a bit of coal, red dye, and 2 sticks. I think the sticks probably, oh, it's a coupler. Looking at the slot 10, it's a coupler there. So that's a tender. Okay, so we'll quickly sleep. If it will let me. And while we do that, I'm going to quickly just double check if I've got the recipe for the steak, which is the bit you use to couple these. And I must admit I've not tried this. There we go. So the last thing I'm going to build is another passenger car, and that is 2 iron wheels, 2 iron frames, 1 iron cab, and 2 irons and 2 wood. So I need more iron wheels. Bang, 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 bang. I need iron frames. That gives me 2. That's absolutely perfect. An iron cab, which I think off the top of my head was that. It's amazing, I only used it a few moments ago and you've just gone completely. So if we go into there, we should be able to go 2 iron frames, 2 iron wheels, 1 cab, 2 iron, and 2 wood. And that should give us a different passenger car. Let's go and empty our inventory of some of the stuff we don't need. I'm going to want some, oh, I do need that. Don't need that. So the other thing we're going to need is some steel, and I don't know, did I bring any in? Yes, we have got steel. Good. And the couplers are literally just okay. Iron, steel, iron, steel. No. Is that the wrong steel? Am I doing it in the wrong place? Okay, just bear with me a second, I'm off to consult the wiki. Well, first challenge. It appears that I can't make these. Going to the wiki, and it is definitely steel and iron ingots. It does say that you can replace the steel with refined iron. Tried that, that didn't work either. So just to get us around this, I've spawned a few of these stakes in just to make sure that we can at least use that were built here. Don't like doing that, but you know. And I will resolve the problem with this later. So let's place some trains. Okay. So the BR80, oh, he's a big green beefy bugger. The small steam locomotive. Man, that is small. It's even smaller than the other one, isn't it? Let me I don't think I've ever seen a train quite so small in my life. But there you go. This is Minecraft after all. Oops. Get me out of it. Thank you. And last but by no means least, the Forney US, which is quite a large one, so we'll have his tender down on the track as well. And apparently what you should do is right click, attached. And oh yeah, it's got durability. That's useful to know. So yeah, he's got a tender. The tender has got nothing in it. That can be filled with water, and it will automatically fill that with water. Okay. We'll stick a passenger car. Shall we stick that down for this one? So there's an old styly passenger car, and I think this one would look good here. So we'll grab my stake. Attaching mode, yep, then we've got a train. And we'll do that one. Attaching mode, that's attached now. I don't know why these have turned round. They've all turned round. Why have they done that? Apparently, again reading the wiki for this, because this is a completely new mod to me, right clicking them with the crowbar will change their direction. So yes, but it changed them all. That's very strange. Oops. Interesting. So yeah, we've now got a selection of trains. I'm not going to take all of these out for a run because, as we showed before, it is just a touch glitchy. So next episode, what I want to try and do, apart from go over whatever else I've done, is get down here, and I've already filled in all of these caves where various nasty mobs were coming out and ambushing me when I was walking past. Is down here I want to build a station, oldie worldy style station. Bring the tracks round to the station, a couple of platforms, and then maybe take a track out this way a bit, and maybe look to start building some things out this way as well, some train related items. Maybe come to the quarry, have a stone quarry area over here. I don't know. I have also got plans for my, I suppose, mad science tower over here, or the spawning tower, so I'm thinking over in this area of I love how you can see the oil pump pipe before the spunk Freudian slip there, before the chunk spawns. Yeah, so I was thinking over here we could have a kind of a secret lab stroke mad science area, and I'm thinking of a name for it as we speak, but this will be where we can control all of our spawning and spawners and basically exploit life for all we can get out of it and move forward. Incidentally, the other thing worth mentioning, well, two things worth mentioning actually, because while I'm thinking about it, those canopy trees are kind of reminding me over there. Firstly is I believe I have successfully come up with a way to automate the enchanting process without completely crashing the server. However, having tested it in single player, which it doesn't crash anyway, I'm a little bit loath to try, so I may or may not try it, see how we go there. The other thing to mention is I do have one of those honking great Twilight Oak saplings, a healthy glowing one, not a sickly one, and at some point I'm thinking I may plant it out there somewhere, maybe build a treehouse style base, don't know. Anyway, that's probably enough for now. I'm going to stick some armour on this so it looks like a kind of a guard. I may actually put some outside. Don't know yet. And yeah, that's enough for this episode. So this has been me, Sid, playing Tradecraft mainly, but Feed the Beast, and hope to see you next time. Bye.